Welcome back to the Huntin Grounds. Today our main focus is going to be building bluebird houses. We're going to show you the basic steps to go through to building a birdhouse and how to do it cost effectively. The first thing you need to do is go to your local lumber yard and buy a piece of privacy fence. And this is just a regular privacy fence board. It's about 6 foot tall. Make sure that it is not treated lumber, because that sometimes can affect the eggs or the hatchlings. We have cedar here because cedar is going to be able to put up with the insects and the weather and hopefully stick around for a while. But again, make sure there's no knots on it, because it's just going to make it a little bit easier to cut and put together without any splits. So here's our diagram of our bluebird house and the measurements that we're going to be doing today. So you can go ahead and pause the video if you want to and be able to kind of sketch this down. I know not everybody's an artist, but make sure you just get those measurements correct and you have a good idea of what shapes you are to cut out. One thing I always like to do while I'm going through here, and after I've already measured and marked out where I'm going to cut, is I go back through and I make sure with a dark pen or marker, go back through and I label each side. That just makes the process of putting it together a little bit easier so you don't get all those pieces all mixed up. For instance, here I'm going to go ahead and label side 1, side 2. Doesn't really matter, they're both the same size, but just kind of helps me keep things a little bit more organized. Now that you've done your measurements and you've marked your measurements, you labeled everything, now it's time to get down to cutting. And you need to be really careful when you do this, as always. Also, remember to wear your ear protection and your eye protection. Now to assemble this, I'm going to get help from one of my ecology students, Tanner. He's also going to have help from some of his senior friends, Ben and Britton, and they're going to show you the steps that you go through to assemble the birdhouse. So now we've cut all our board to length, and now we're going to put it together to build a birdhouse. And for that, I have one of my friends here from the school, and this is?
This is Tanner Majors. I am one of Mr. Fuller's ecology students, and today I'll be teaching you how to make birdhouses.
Awesome. Here we go. Now we put all our birdhouses together. We've yet still to drill the entrance hole, so we're going to wait until the very last to do that. And we've not put a screw in on the bottom yet. Like I said, we put 2 screws on top, and you can see that leaves this door open where you can come in and just clean it out after the bird has nested, and you clean it out each season. But what we are going to do, we are going to put 1 screw down at the bottom, kind of at an angle, and we'll take it in, take it back out, but make it where it's easy to remove. So you can come out there with just a handheld screwdriver, remove that screw, and that's going to allow you just to go ahead and open that door and swivel and clean out that nest.
So that's how you make a bluebird house. Now we'll show you how to mount it.
Now we've shown you how to make a bluebird house. Now what we're going to do is show you how to mount it. Traditionally, a lot of people would rather just nail the bluebird house into a tree. I prefer not to ever put any kind of nail into a tree because it could damage it, possibly even kill it. Now what I prefer you do is go to your local hardware store and purchase a metal T-post. Now this metal T-post is probably around $3, and it's just ideal for this. It's got holes already drilled in here, and so what we're going to do is we're going to drill holes in our bluebird house, and we're just going to bolt it to with bolts. Using a metal pipe, a round metal pipe, is also okay for this. Try to get a pretty good height on it, you know, a good 5-foot pole at least, something that's elevated off the ground enough that predators aren't going to bother it. Now mounting the bluebird house is really simple. We've gone in, we've pre-drilled our holes matching with the holes that are on the T-post, and then we just got to put our bolts in. So that's one cost-effective way of how to make a bluebird house. Now, bluebirds are fun to watch, and it's a fun way to get your kids involved. Have them help you build a bluebird house and help them maintain the nest when it's time to clean out the nest. Allow them to come in and go ahead and clean it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. One thing you really want to make sure of when you're putting up these bluebird houses is make sure that you have about 100 yards in between each bluebird house. They kind of like their own areas, and if you put them too close together, all these bird houses aren't going to be utilized. They won't live that close together. We're going to wait for the cow to pass. Is he gone yet? There he goes. Walking, walking. He stopped. Move out of the shot, cow.
Now I finally successfully built a birdhouse. Oh.
Whoops. On his bluebird houses. We're going to show you the basic steps of building a bluebird house. So that does it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to tune in next week, and as always, have a better than average day.